The little pine tree that waited for the stars. Upon a quiet mountain hill, where winter winds blew soft and still, a little pine tree, young and green, stood where the clouds and sky were seen. Its needles shimmered emerald bright, catching every beam of light. Though small beside the ancient pines, it dreamed beneath the mountain skies. Each morning dawn would paint the snow with gentle shades of golden glow. Birds would visit, sing, then fly, leaving songs across the sky. The little pine looked up each night, searching for the stars so bright. It softly wondered to the breeze, will they ever notice me? The tallest trees can touch the sky, the eagle soars so strong and high. I am only small upon this hill. Can I shine quietly still? The mountain breeze replied with care, whispering through the frosty air. Little pine, be patient, stay. Every heart has its own way. The stars admire those who grow, rooted strong through ice and snow. The little pine stood peacefully, listening to the melody. Snowflakes floated one by one, sparkling in the winter sun. Each one rested on its bough like tiny diamonds there somehow. The pine smiled softly through the cold, feeling brave though still not old. One chilly evening, as night drew near, a little rabbit hopped in fear. The wind was growing wild and strong. The storm would soon last all night long. The little pine spread every limb, offering shelter safe within. The rabbit nestled by its side, warm where gentle branches hide. Thank you, little tree, it said. You have become my cozy bed. The pine felt warmth within its heart. Kindness was the finest part. Days passed gently into weeks. Winters painted snowy peaks. The little pine grew inch by inch, never rushing, never flinching. One afternoon, a wandering child climbed the mountain, cold yet smiled. She stopped beside the little tree, resting there quite peacefully. She wrapped a bright blue ribbon round one small branch close to the ground. So I'll remember where I found the quiet place that calms me down. The pine held gently to the bow, smiling in the falling snow. Though simple was the ribbon bright, it filled the tree with warm delight. Soon evening came with skies so clear, the quiet hour the tree held dear. One bright star appeared alone, shining with the silver tone. Then another, then many more, lighting every mountain shore. The little pine watched silently, filled with quiet wonderment. Perhaps tomorrow it would learn why every star returned. The stars shone brightly through the night, bathing snow in silver light. The little pine stood calm and still, watching over the quiet hill. One tiny star seemed close that night, its glow so warm, its shine so bright. It twinkled softly from above like a whisper filled with love. The little pine looked up in awe. Are you truly what I saw? The little star replied so clear, I have watched you year by year. Though your branches are not tall, you have given care to all. You sheltered those who needed rest. You quietly gave your very best. The pine stood silent, filled with grace, warmth spreading through every place. I thought I had to touch the sky to be noticed from on high. The stars smiled gently in reply. The greatest trees are measured by the kindness growing day by day. not simply by their height or sway. Winter slowly turned to spring. Mountain birds turned to sing. Snow began to melt away, welcoming a brighter day. The rabbit often came to play, resting in the shade each day. The little child returned once more, walking up the mountain shore. She smiled when she found the tree, just where she had hoped it still would be. The blue ribbon gently swayed, though its color slightly faded. It still reminds me, she said, of peaceful thoughts inside my head. She sat beneath the glowing pine, watching clouds in quiet time. The little tree felt joy once more, just as it had felt before. Summer warmed the mountain air, wildflowers blossomed everywhere. Butterflies danced light and free, circling happily around the tree. Travelers climbing to the peak often paused before the steep. They rested in its gentle shade, thankful for the calm it made. Some admired its emerald hue, some breathed deeply fresh and new, others simply smiled a while, leaving brighter than each mile. The little pine now understood the quiet strength of simply good. Autumn dressed the hills in gold, morning breezes crisp and bold. The pine remained forever green, bright amid the changing scene. The forest whispered to the breeze, every season has its peace. The little pine stood faithfully, rooted deep with dignity. Years continued flowing by. Storms would come and clear the sky. The little pine grew, strong and tall, yet stayed humble through it all. One winter evening, children came, carrying lanterns with tiny flames. They decorated every limb with little lights, both bright and dim. Golden stars hung overhead, silver ribbons gently spread. The little pine glowed through the night, filled with peaceful, joyful light. The child, now older, softly smiled. I have loved this tree since I was a child. The little pine looked toward the sky, where faithful stars still shimmered high. It realized with a peaceful heart they had watched it from the start, not because it reached the sky, not because it stood so high, but because with patient grace it made the mountain a kinder place. So if someday life seems slow and dreams take time to fully grow, remember stars do not forget the hearts that quietly hope yet. One patient soul, one faithful tree, one gentle heart can always be a light for those who pass nearby, even before they touch the sky. Like the little pine so true, stay rooted in the ground you do. The brightest lives are often grown through love quietly shown, and every night above life's climb, the stars are watching all the time. So that was a poem. Now the message of the poem. Patience, kindness, and faithfulness are greater than recognition or success. Like the little pine tree that waited for the stars, we do not need to be the tallest or the loudest to make a meaningful difference. By staying true to our values and quietly helping others, we become a source of comfort, hope, and light that shines far beyond what we can see. Hope you liked the poem. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more soft spoken videos. Thank you.